Right, just a very quick video. If you can't get hold of watercolour paint, watercolour paper and all that, but you'd want to have a go, get some pastels, right? This is the cheap way of doing a painting really. Get some pastels, any paper will do. That's a roll of backing paper, right? It's like a horrible greyish colour that, you can see it. You can get white backing paper, which is better really, but I didn't have any, right? And I was bored last night, so I thought, didn't want to get all my painting stuff out, so I just got my pastels out. I'm holding this phone, by the way, so if it's going a bit weird and all that, it's probably me. Right, so that's it. Some backing paper. Try and get it nice and smooth. You want smooth paper with pastels, because you don't want the hills and crescents of the paper, if you know what I mean. Right, anyway, that painting that I've done, like the night time one, the dusk one, whatever you want to call it, I had to go with the pastels. Now it's not the same, you won't get the same effect, but it's a more, I don't know, what's the word, subdued effect or something like that. But anyway, on backing paper, ordinary backing paper, with pastels, they cost £7 I think on Amazon, them pastels. Right, so I'll turn it over, one-handed, and we'll have a look at it. Right, now you remember the last painting, it's a lot darker at the front here and the trees were darker. The sky is a bit different, but it doesn't matter. So that was pastels. Now it takes a bit longer with pastels because you do a sky with watercolour, as you probably know, you've seen a few of my videos. The actual paint does the blending for you, and the paper, it blends nicely on its own. With pastels, no, you've got to blend it yourself with your fingers, rub it in and all that, right? Excuse me. And that's why you need a couple of things. Just move them over there. What I always have is a damp cloth. Not wet, you don't want it wet at all, you want it damp. Right, because if you blended something dark and then you go to blend something light, it'll come off your fingers, the pastel, and go over the light, and you don't want that, do you? Right, so a damp cloth, and wipe your fingers now and again, and importantly a dry one then, to dry them, because you don't want the pastels getting damp. Another thing to remember, the surface you're going to do it on, make sure it's perfectly flat, no humps and bumps, nothing there, you know, even a bit of grit or something like that under the paper. When you go over with your pastel, say you're doing black down here, dark, you get a real black spot where the piece of grit is, so you don't want nothing under your paper. Perfectly flat. What else? It is a dusty way of doing a painting, this. So you do get a lot of dust. You can either bend down and blow it off, or you can use a hoover and just hoover it. Don't go across the painting itself, just gently, just above it, and get the dust off. Or you got a very, very, very fine brush, just lightly brush away across. So that's about it really, but I just wanted to show you can get a similar effect with pastels as you can with watercolour, right? Or on a pen, you want a pen and all to do the birds. This is running out. I struggled doing the birds last night because I couldn't find another pen, right? Probably a dark marker to do, you know, very fine marker pen, probably be better, and you can touch up some of the blacks in the trees and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm rambling on too much. So have a go at this if you haven't got the paints. It's going to cost you a few pounds to get some pastels, and then any paper, drawing paper, anything. Okay, catch you all again. Ta-ra for now.